Hey everybody! My name's Lindsay. I'm so excited about filming my first video. Well, this is actually not the first video I filmed. This is like a lot. Like I filmed a lot of videos. My dog in one video like was licking his balls. Camera fell down. It was actually the same time. My camera like actually fell down and then showed my dog licking his balls. Like so. Just since it's my first video, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Lindsay. I am a mother of two boys. I'm married to my wonderful husband that's helping me learn how to do technology stuff because like I seriously barely know how to check my Facebook. Like I cannot, like my brain is not like that. Like I can't math, I can't science, and I can't technology. Like I can makeup, that's all. I'm actually starting this video barefaced because I kind of wanted to introduce myself to you with no makeup on because this is normally what I look like. By no means do I wear this much makeup on a regular basis. But I live in Minneapolis and today is the Super Bowl.
Foosball. You playing the foosball behind my back?
So I'm very excited. I wonder if there's like a kind of background that can make like, woo! Oh, somebody's calling me. Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna start with my eye makeup just because I just love starting with my eye makeup. For me, I just feel like I will get full out in my face. I'm like the messiest makeup putter oner on the planet. I'm gonna try to, now some of my brushes, I don't know the name of some of my brushes, but like 90% of them are from House of Beauty. All right, I'm gonna start with Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer. Oh my gosh, how can you see this? You can't. What do you do? What happens when that happens? Wait, what do you do? Okay, well, okay, you can't see this because like the sun's blazing and it's sunny out, but it's like negative a million outside. So it is not a pretty day up here in Minnesota. So I'm using this and I really, really like it. So I'm gonna put this on my eye. So the tricky part for me right now is the fact that like the mirror's right here and the camera's up there and I'm very confused. So I think that maybe we can make this work, but if I look like in a weird spot, it's just because I'm trying to figure out how to look in the mirror. Today I'm just using this because I just I thought it'd be totally fine since I'm not planning on getting too crazy. It's like the famous last words, right? Like, I feel like if that was a movie, like the next clip would be me like half naked on a bar. I'm the one for a good time call, phone's blowing up. When the mind doorbell, I feel the love, feel the love. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So a couple palettes we're going to use today. I want to use the Master Palette by Mario. As you can see, it's all like janky because I love this so much. I think this is Lula. It's like a taupey brown color. I'm going to put this just right here on my eye. And I'm using just these House of Beauty brushes. I personally kind of like smudgier, like I like kind of smudgier makeup. So I don't really perfect things until kind of at the very end. I like it to be a little bit like wrecked, you know. I just think it's kind of like hot when it looks like not so perfect. I like it to be all like ooh, what happened to you, you know? I'm gonna go a little bit heavy on the edges. So now I'm gonna use, so that's kind of like a transition color. So I am going to go like darker browns on top of that. So you just want to make sure it's all blended out on the edges. Like that. For my next eyeshadow, I'm going to use NARS. Oh my gosh. I'm so embarrassed that I cannot pronounce this right now. Like I do not, okay. I don't even know what to say. Galapagos, Galapagos,
Correct.
I am the smartest man alive!
Can we cut this part out? This is by NARS. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows. I love it so bad. I mean, as you can tell. It's like a brown, but it's got this really cool, gold, like truffly, glittery inside of it. It's so pretty. And what's cool about this eyeshadow is it looks different on everybody. I mean, I can put this, I mean, it's beautiful on everybody and it's different on everybody. So I'm going to put this right here on the outside of and just kind of make kind of like a V. So from the crease to the edge, I'm just kind of making a V. And we're gonna kind of blend all of this into the transition. Everything goes together. It kind of just all like, you want it all smooth, you want it all kind of melting together. And don't be scared because I hear so many women that come into the studio, they're like, oh, I don't wear makeup because I just don't know how to do it. It may take practice to get it the way you like it, you know, and to get it where you want it to be. You know, don't be scared because it's just, you can take a baby wipe and wipe it all off. So I'm just kind of running this now, just really softly. I'm using my hands really light right now. And I'm kind of blending this on top of the transition color. Because I have a heavier lid, I'm kind of, instead of going like down, like that way, I'm going like, I'm going to go straight. And it's going to give kind of an illusion of a crease that's not really there, but it looks like there's a crease there. And then we'll blend it all out. And I just do this really super, super, super janky, and we're going to fix everything. All right, so you just want to blend it out. You try to kind of tip your hand like this. You don't want to blend it on the actual eyeshadow, but just on the edges of the eyeshadow. I don't know why, like, I cannot talk and blend out eyeshadow. Like, what is the matter with me? As you can tell, I don't have a lighter color yet, but it looks kind of, you can already tell it's kind of, it's getting pretty blended from the light to the dark. You don't want to see any, like, you can see how the line's kind of like harsh right there. We'll want to blend that guy out a little bit more. You just kind of want to look at it and see even right there is like that too. So you just kind of look at it kind of in brighter light just to make sure it's completely blended out. We're just going to use a little flat brush, and I'm going to use the Smashbox. Oh my gosh, something just fell. The Smashbox Full Exposure palette. I love this bad boy. It is so good. As you can tell, there's like all these missing guys, but I'm going to use the shimmers, like the gold and the browns, like all these here. And you're going to kind of set it in the front part of your eye. And I'm going to go all the way up here with it. This is a major style thing. Some people do not like shimmer or anything like that right there on their eye. I just do. So I think it's, if you want to stop where you just kind of stop right here on your lid, that would be really great too. It's really up to you. It's totally a style thing, you know? Like I said, if you play with it, you're going to get to where you're like, oh, I love this. Or especially if you wear it all day, or you'll be at the end of the day, be like, oh my gosh, that was so janky. I'm never doing that again.
I've made a huge mistake.
You know, you'll kind of start figuring out what you like and stuff like that. I just really like having a little bit of shimmer right there, and you just kind of like blend that in a little bit with your brush. But for the most part right now, we're just kind of applying product, and I kind of work in stages like that. I apply product on both sides, and then I kind of look back at it, and then I will kind of blend where I need to blend here. So there you go. So now you kind of have your top eyes kind of like eyeshadow wise done. We just have to blend stuff out. That's pretty much all we have left to do. So you just kind of work from the outside in with your blending brush. Just like that. That's perfect. Next, we're going to use an eyeliner, and mine's just like a cheap Maybelline black eyeliner. So we're just going to go right on our lower lash line here. And be really careful when you pull down on your lower lash line right here, because like you got to be careful with your skin down there, because as you get older, you will start seeing that like things happen, and it's very sad. You're gonna do the same thing to the other eye. So just be really gentle with your under eye area, all around your eyes. The skin is so sensitive there. Okay. So I'm smoking out your lower lash line. So these are steps that you don't have to take. If you don't really like a super smoky eye, just don't put eyeliner there, and you can put eyeshadow there instead. You know, if you don't want to have like huge crazy fake lashes, like just omit the lashes and just use mascara. So there's always steps that you can stop so that you don't have to feel like you're like really going to be extra, you know, like.
Get out of here.
I mean, I like to be extra every second, but some people just want to be like, I want to blend in. I just don't want to be janky in public, you know? So if that's you, just, I would say omit that eyeliner underneath your eye, just do a little shadow, and you'll be all good to go. So now we're going to start with the upper eye, and you're just going to kind of wing out a little bit. I don't like a super hardcore wing for me. And the reason why is because I'm getting older, and I'm getting a really heavy lid here. So like when I have a wing out eyeliner, if I do it too far, it looks like like weird, like weird when I open my eyes. It looks so amazing on so many people. If you rock a wing and you love it, like I'm like, you do that. I'm just going to carry that in all the way. When I don't wear fake lashes, I actually don't put a lot of liner on the top. I just think that eyeliner kind of works as a nice base for lashes. You're just going to kind of make that a little messy because we're going to go over it all with the eyeshadow because I like things really smudgy. Same with the other eye, just kind of wing it out a little bit and then kind of draw that in. Perfect. So then you're going to take a brush. I like to use like a really skinny little brush. I'm going to use this little angular brush that I think that a lot of people like to use for eyebrows. I'm going to use it for my eyeliner. And I normally would spray Max Fix Plus on my brush first. I'm not going to right now because it fell down over there.
Please don't get up.
But we're going to go back here into the Full Exposure palette by Smashbox, and I'm just going to use their flat black. Like I said, normally my brush has a Fix Plus sprayed on it, and it just gives it like a really wet, like more of a wet, so it's a little bit darker, a little bit heavier, and also you don't get as much fallout, which is really nice. We're just going to put it like right here on the eye a little bit. Now you're just going to smudge that out. So how much you smudge kind of depends on how much you like smudgy makeup. If you like more of a clean line, I would just stick away from this altogether and just use eyeliner. And you could even use like a liquid to give it that really, you know, crisp wing. Now that's all done, I'm going to take a brown, just a flat brown matte, and then I'm going to go above where the eyeliner, where I put the black eyeliner, and I'm just going to kind of use the brown on top, especially on the outsides. Now we're going to do underneath our eyes. So I like love, my favorite thing in the whole world is to smoke out my under eye. I don't like ever wear makeup without like a million pounds of makeup underneath my eyes. I love it. I am actually going to start with Smashbox, and I'm just going to use just like the flat brown again. And I'm just going to use a brush this size, and we're just going to go right under our eyes. All right, so now I'm going to use my Mario Master Palette, and I'm going to use Lula again since I already used that one. It's nice to tie everything back in, and we're just going to go under the dark. A lot of people like to do the step after their foundation and concealer and stuff. I just like to do it before, but I always kind of fix it after foundation because it does kind of get a little bit jankier. All right, so now I'm going to use Unicorn Essence here on the face before foundation. All right, for foundation, I'm going to use two different things. I'm going to use MAC Pro Longwear NW45. This is super, super, super dark. Actually, we use this when we do bodybuilding pageants. Well, I ain't doing any bodybuilding pageants, but like when I do makeup for bodybuilding pageants, let's keep it 100 with you. I use this and I really, really, really like it. And then I'm also going to be using Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer, and this is awesome. Like I really like this. I feel like it goes on really smooth. It doesn't make me look cakey. Again, my skin is aging, and as you age, you have to be a little bit more careful with what you put on your skin because it does tend to set into fine lines and stuff. I love like doing this because I always feel like such a warrior, you know? I'm just like, wow. I feel like I should go be in the show of the 100. Makes me so happy. Awesome. So now you just take your beauty blender and you just kind of blend it all together. My beauty blender has seen better days, that's for sure. So once all that's kind of smooth into your skin, we can start with the concealer part. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did my kind of eye prep with, the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I probably like the Shape Tape. Obviously, I like it more than this concealer, but I'm just happy that it doesn't dry out my under eye really bad. Just the things that we have to deal with as we age, but that's okay, right? So I'm just gonna, I put just 3 and I kind of go down like this and I put a couple here and we're gonna blend all that together. Concealer is like everything. Like I love it so much. I just feel like when you put like concealer on, it just kind of everything kind of pulls together. I always feel like how did people survive without like concealer and like hair extensions and stuff?
Then how do you explain these?
So what? So I have some paintings.
Is this how you want me to look?
Oh.
It's so sad. I love the Anastasia contour light to medium kit. It's like my favorite thing. Like I've tried others and I like all the other ones too, but I just love this one. So I always swirl in the banana and what is this one? Vanilla together. And I'm gonna put it right, and this just kind of sets that cream so it doesn't get super cakey, but I'm not really using a setting powder as well as that. I feel like it works pretty similar for me. I mean, it doesn't make it super cakey. So then we just put this bad boy underneath there. My throat just made a really weird sound. I don't know if you heard that on the microphone, but like, I don't know how that happened. All right, and then I'm just gonna take the red, more of the red undertone. I love warm colors. All right, so for my blush and my highlighter, I'm going to use Fenty Beauty. Oh my gosh, I love this whole line. This is the Ginger Benge and Moscow Mule. I'm just kind of blend everything. You want everything really smudgy. Everything kind of melts together. I'm going to put Moscow Mule as a highlight. So now we're going to start brows because, I mean, let's be honest. That's not fine. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brown in medium brown. So my eyebrows are so uneven, so do not judge me. I just kind of go over my natural brow, and even though my eyebrows aren't super even, neither is my face, like really symmetrically. So you just kind of look at them like this on straight. So you see I need to kind of fill in right here a little bit. And everybody's eyebrows are different. So I'm gonna throw some mascara on really quick. So I'm gonna tell you like the craziest story about my eyelashes. This is so freaking crazy. Okay, so when my eyelashes are like seriously like I don't know how big a millimeter is, but I think that's about like that big, right? I'm gonna ask my husband, but I think it's like that big.
Nope.
That's how big my eyelashes were. They were like non-existent. It was almost like embarrassing when I would go out in public because my little eyelashes would like stick out, and it was like one of my biggest. Like I was embarrassed. Like I didn't even want. So I wear fake lashes every day, everywhere. I mean, we go to like a school conference, and I had my eyelashes on, which is totally fine. But I didn't like want to do that every day. I just felt so self-conscious about like my janky eyelashes. So I decided to get lash extensions, which are amazing. Like, oh my gosh, like who doesn't want that? And who doesn't want to wake up to like amazing lashes every day? You know, you don't have to put makeup on. You just look like, oh, look, I literally woke up like this. Like you're Beyonce every second, you know? But for me, I wore them for 4 months. And I don't know if you know this, but you can actually develop an allergic reaction to something like over time. I don't know what happens. I developed a reaction all of a sudden, and my whole face. I don't know if you've seen the Will Smith movie Stitch when he eats like the shellfish.
Oh! Oh! Whoa! Oh, whoa! Whoa!
But that's what I look like. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like you couldn't see my eyeballs. It was crazy. 8 weeks ago, or maybe longer than that, I got Latisse. It has worked and it's made me feel so much better about myself. It's made me feel like I don't need a lot of makeup on. I don't need fake lashes. I am going to put fake lashes on today because it's a Super Bowl and Justin Timberlake's in Minnesota. And what if I see him? So I have to have my fake lashes on. Okay. So this is it without lashes on. So I'm gonna put lashes on, but I don't really like strip lashes very much. I like them on other people, but for me, they look really like strip lashes. You know, I love Ardell Demi Wispies. I think those are so good. But for something a little more fabulous today, I thought I would like cut up some lashes. So I have like all these old lashes in my drawer. My husband, like I'm sure, is like, ew, like why? Like I did not know about all this, you know, before we got married, but he did. So too late now, sucker. But I'm gonna cut them up and like kind of make my own lashes. So I have like a couple different kinds, and honestly, I don't even know. Like these are all just random kinds from my drawer. I just thought I would like play and put something together. We'll probably like fast forward. I'm gonna show you these lashes, and then I'll show you how I cut and put one on, and then I'll probably fast forward because this would be really hard to talk during and probably really boring to watch, to be honest, because I'm be like, so these are both really, really, really wispy. So I have these like really extreme ones, and then I know these are demi wispy. So I have some demi wispies here too that I'm going to cut up. So I'm going to start from the edge on this eye, and I'm going to take my little scissors, and I'm so excited to do this. It's so fun. So I have little tweezers here. I cut about this much of it, like that much. Can you see? Can you see? Maybe if I put it like that much. And I'm starting from the outside, so I went to like the longest, for the longest part of the lashes. I'm just going to take my little lash and I'm going to dunk it in eyelash glue. And then I'm going to set it, and I'm going to grab my mirror, and I'm going to set it right here in the outside of my eye. So it's pretty good. You can't really see it yet. That's what I like about these lashes is I feel like it's a lot more normal when you kind of build your own. You can put length where you want length and all that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cut that long. I'm gonna cut another strip of it. I'm gonna grab the tweezers, grab a little guy, and dunk it in there. And I'm gonna set it next to the other one. We're going to do one more of the longer, I believe, and then we'll start with the other eye and work our way from out to in on the other eye. All right, so now I'm going to do the exact same thing in the other eye. I'm going to take the outside. Same thing. So we're going to do that 2 more times to that eye. There we go. So those are the outside ones. So we're going to go longer on the outside. We're going to go shorter on the inside. So you can see it's really cool. It's really fun to do that. Now we're going to start in our in the inner corners, and we're going to use a demi wispy for that. So we're going to use smaller lashes for that. And then we're going to do a little bit more on the end. All right, awesome. So we have our lashes on. I think the most important thing when working with like kind of making your own lashes is to do like a little bit on one side and then go to the other side and do a little bit on the other side. I'm going to put a tiny bit more mascara on our bottoms, bottom lashes like that. So now I'm going to take a little angular brush and for my favorite thing, I'm going to take a Truffle Glitter by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm just going to kind of take my angular brush and kind of set that in there. And then I'm going to go under my eye right there with the Truffle Glitter. And it just kind of gives you like a little bit of a shimmer. Putting like a shimmer underneath your eyes, I think is so cool. It just looks really smudgy. And then I'm just going to kind of go over with my face with a little brush. This brush looks so small compared to my giant face. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, so for lipstick, I'm going to use MAC. This is, let's see, Whirl MAC. And you're going to kind of just kind of go a little bit on the outer touch of your lip. So that's lip liner. For the lipstick, I'm using Penelope Pink by Charlotte Tilbury. Is that how you say her last name? I love this. I don't think I've ever ran out of an actual lipstick before. It's the best. That over the Whirl. And then to give it more of a J-Lo vibe, I'm going to put Fenty Beauty. All right, and that is my favorite lip combination. That's all. So that's how I do my makeup. This is, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I was going to like a Super Bowl event, I probably wouldn't have put my fake eyelashes on, but it's so, okay, can I just say this really quick? I always told myself, I'm like, okay, when I film a YouTube video, I'm not going to talk slow. Like I've noticed that like when you get on camera, everybody talks really slow. They're like, here, I'm going to try to do it. Hold on. I'm going to try to do it. They're like, so this is what, like, this is how people talk, right? But you can't help it. Like as soon as the camera turns on, something happens to your voice, to your face.
I'm really sorry.
You just can't help, like everything changes. I don't know what to do, but I try really hard to be myself. I don't know. But so yeah, so if you want to keep more of a natural eye, I would say stick away from putting makeup underneath your eye here and just kind of put makeup on the top. And I would say maybe not do fake lashes, but I love fake lashes. They have my heart. Thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out and watching this. I appreciate it. My husband has a really hard time now cutting this video because I'm so janky. Like I said, I don't even know. I'm like, I don't even know what he's going to do, how he's going to make this able for you to watch it. But hey, at least my dog wasn't licking his balls on the side. So another round of applause for Thurman. Thank you so much, you guys. And I'll talk to you later.